if I want to be streaming to YouTube or not. Whatever. Can't believe Restream lowered the number of channels you can multi-stream to 2. That's kind of shitty. At least with their free service. But then again, it's free, so I can't complain. Anyway. Welcome back, me. Thank you, me. Welcome back to the internet. Oh, not that I really left. I clocked out early today. Clocked out. I joke, I kid. But actually not really. No, I'm gonna say it was a hard day's work. However, as far as like workload and strain, it wasn't that bad of a day. I have definitely worked harder. But I hate to say it, I probably got more done today than I've gotten done in a given day. At least within the past like few weeks. So, I don't know. I don't know why I feel the need to confess like everything to the internet. I do. It gives me peace. Anyway. What am I gonna do for this stream? I don't know. Oh man. I forgot to take out the trash. I'll do it later. Oh, look at that. 6 others followed it? Wait, oh wait, excuse me. Nice. Well, as far as like streaming goes, it's been pretty productive. However, I'm at a point in my life right now where I can't lie to myself anymore. While being on, pretty much, I got to be honest with myself. Otherwise, what am I doing? I see what happens to people who aren't honest with themselves. If I've learned anything, it's that you want to be honest with yourself. And if I'm being honest with myself, equating like streaming to like work, just that's probably not the best mentality to have. But that's great because I have other work anyway. But between y'all and me, streaming does take some work. However, I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. I get like tons of dopamine too. It's like any video game. Streaming is like a video game in and of itself. Lots of dopamine. All those brain regions that, have evolved over millions of years to become obsessed with or to at least prioritize all this time and energy thinking about what other individuals think about me. Yeah. Streaming. I don't know. Humans. We are weird. Well, we're actually not that weird, but we are awkward. But it makes me feel better when I realize I'm not the only one. A little bit loco. Yeah, I gotta take out the trash. I still have not taken care of that two-factor authentication for the Tidy Lab thing, so the commands will still not be working today. But, we will make it do. We will make it do. As I say, when I tutor and something does not go wrong, or when something goes wrong, I say, we will make it do. Like I made do today without my tablet pen, which I still cannot find. And it is very, very frustrating. Well, hello, Tactical Soap Fiend. How is my favorite troll doing today? I don't pick and choose favorites. But no, Tactical, I'll hand it to you. I don't condone it. But you did know what buttons to press. But again, for me it wasn't really so much of a shame factor as it was a I don't want to go advertising that stuff on the internet lest you'll get put on a list. And I realize that sounds paranoid, but you know what? I think it would be delusional to not be a little bit paranoid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that my paranoia is like, grounded in reality. However, I don't think I would be grounded in reality if I had zero paranoia. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. Um, oh, bullshit. You're on all the list. I'm special. But what if you put on a list or something and then like you wake up one day and you're not like, for example, able to buy a gun? I don't know. I'm just kind of like throwing a random scenario out there. And no, I'm not saying anybody's on a list where they can't buy a gun. I'm just saying, I'm speculating. As Kev Baker used to say, speculation island. Um, exactly, Tactical Soap Fiend. I hate to say I fear them, but yeah, no, I feel like it would be foolish if I said I wasn't afraid. It's not so much the government that terrifies me, because at least, I mean, knock on wood, but at least if like a CIA agent, for example, like killed me, my final thoughts would be, you traitor. I don't know. I would at least be like, but the banks, they scare me. They terrify me. And if they killed me, my last thoughts couldn't even be something like, oh, how dare they? It would be something like, oh shit, that's why you don't go around talking about the banks. Not out of respect, though. Definitely not out of respect. Oh, no, no, no. Well, I guess, you know, pretty much my last thoughts would be, oh, I'm an idiot. That's what it would be. Anyway, I LARP. Pardon my LARP. Or pardon my paranoia. Whatever. Honestly, I feel like it's a little bit discrediting to say paranoia, but I guess that is what it is. I don't know. They got all these stigmas associated with all these fucking words. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do do do. Okay, there we go. But yeah, no, I definitely don't trust the government. Definitely don't trust them. Definitely don't trust them. Now, do I spend a whole bunch of time worrying about it? No. No, I don't. But if I woke up one day and I was in a situation where I was spending a lot of time worrying about it, I wouldn't be super surprised. But one day at a time. What? Anybody have any opinions on Russia and the Ukraine? Hate to bring that up, but I'm just curious. I mean, that is still a thing, right? At the very least, there's still like my dad and my brother are watching like YouTube channels where people talk about it. So there are like people who, I don't know if the information's any good or not. I don't pay attention. and I hate to admit it, it's not even out of like trying to like, protect my sanity. It's really just I get bored. Very embarrassing. Fuck them both. Yeah, I know, right? Lord, I don't know what to believe. I don't know. I Putin terrifies me, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't have any opinions. I can't have an opinion because it's just like if I'm like it. I feel like any opinion that I feel inclined to have, is like just based on like I'm just so ignorant of the information of like what's actually going on. It's just like why even bother? Is is British monarchy kinship? Yeah, well, we tried. We tried to get away from them. We fought a revolutionary war. We did. They did. I mean, the French helped us, but your government is British monarchy kinship. CIA is British monarchy kinship. Your banks are British monarchy kinship. Yeah, yeah, it seems as if somewhere between. What, is this an accurate statement, y'all? Somewhere between the Civil War and the Cold War. Yeah, we pretty much got infiltrated. Or actually, I think I like said this like the other night. Might have been even last night. I can't remember. But do you think we were always corrupt or uh very good. My dog farted again. Mm-mm. Apologies, how rude. I honestly was just being a horrible, horrible millennial. I ought to be embarrassed. Infiltrated by who? Assholes, to say the least. It's putting it nicely. People who shouldn't be in charge. You know, Blob. NATO British monarchy kinship. Yeah, I don't know all the details. Federal Reserve has something to do with something. So wait, who chooses? I heard something like the president chooses who. How does who chooses who is? Is this even a valid statement? A member of the Federal Reserve? Are there any elected officials who choose who is in the Federal Reserve, or is it all inside? The only reason I asked this is because I was talking with my dad about this a few months ago, actually. I just remember this. And he was under the impression, and he does know his shit when it comes to this type of stuff, but he could be wrong. That's why I'm asking. Uh, does the president or any elected officials have any say over who is on the Federal Reserve? Corrupt, lied to since beginning of America. Yeah, but you gotta respect that the founding fathers, they put in that freedom of speech, right to bear arms, and then the Declaration of Independence. Everybody has the right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. And yeah, obviously, more work needed to be done. I mean, they were still owning slaves for goodness sakes. But like, I don't know. I feel like at least as far as Western civilization goes, that is not something, credit should be given where credit is due. These guys went and they sat there and they really thought about it and they're like, all right, we'll give them freedom of speech and we're going to fight for it. I'm not saying that their motives were all pure intentions. I don't know. I'm not in any of their heads, but like, I mean, the fact that we can even have this conversation right now, Federal Nora Reserve. Well, yeah, I I know that it's not federal, but that's why I was asking. Are there any elected officials who have any say over who is in there? Yeah, it's a central bank. Yeah, but doesn't it pretty much like isn't it the authority or it doesn't have the final say over like how much money is printed, for example? I don't know all the details. I've like watched the first half of some Kevin Ship PowerPoints, who's an ex-CIA agent, allegedly. But no, eventually I get distracted and slash or forget. Officially, the president appoint. There it is, the boss of the board of their members. I don't think he can just choose anyone. Okay, I think that's what my dad was talking about. All right, y'all. All right, very good. So that thing that we're talking about. The president appoints the boss of the board from their members. But what's the significance in that? Who decided that? I don't know. I don't even know if these questions that I'm asking are even valid. I mean, pardon my LARP, but actually I'm not even LARPing. I'm just like I don't. Let me give y'all some context as to like where I come from. During like holidays at my grandparents' house back when they were alive, and pretty much like when my family would do something on my dad's side before everybody died. Um, everybody would end up just going and talking politics, or at least all the men would. I didn't really pay attention to what the old ladies talked about. It was actually mainly my dad and my uncle who talked about. There wasn't very many people, but yeah, no, they just go and sit there and they talk politics. And I see me and my brother do it. Even my sister, she has different ideas, and that she is everybody's entitled to their own opinions, and she's forming her own opinions, and I'm proud of her for you know thinking outside the box. Um, but yeah, no, she'll like try to like talk like politics with me, and it's stuff that I disagree with. And honestly, I'm like, I can't right now. I'm like, no, I already know all these arguments. Yeah, no, I can't right now. But pretty much what I'm trying to say is, I don't know, people, we are genetically predispositioned towards talking about politics. It is something that people in my family, I come from a family where that is just normal, and what do you do? And nobody's doing it because they, think they're important or anything. It's just, so how dare she talk about the government? I think officially oh wait, so yes. Oh, and thank you for the lemon, Death Thinker. Death Thinker. I think you're following me on Instagram. All right, you, Kamehame Dukin, I think Roaring T-Rex. Y'all three have my Instagram. My IRL Instagram. That's a thought. Y'all, maybe we should divert. How do y'all find? You know what? I don't care. Fuck Instagram. I'm about to delete Instagram anyway. It's brainwashing. Could be. However, it's usually a combination of the two, but you could be right. But then why do I enjoy talking about politics and fantasy stories so much then? I just enjoy talking about politics. I know, I'm as shocked as anybody else would be. And yet I'm not shocked. However, I do realize I don't know. I have my opinions, but they are not set in stone. However, it does get frustrating, and we all experienced it. Everybody from all, whatever. You know, it's like somebody's trying to give you it's like they think that they're inter- introducing you to a new perspective on a matter. And it's just like I appreciate it, but no, 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 no. Way ahead of you there. Nope. What are you going to do? It's inherent evil. The world is evil every day we deal with it. Well, we can't just not talk about it. What we're going to do, just put our heads up our asses and just, oh, well, I guess there's nothing we can do. I mean, honestly, like, I do that too. I'm the biggest hypocrite ever. Yeah, let's all sit here and talk about it till we get really, really blue in the face. And then I'll have circle jerks. That's not much better either, but it's better than being completely complacent. I don't know. I'm not even trying to be like a. I'm not. I don't even know. What do y'all think? What's the practical thing to do? What is one's moral obligation as a citizen? I mean, think about my perspective. I'm a millennial. I'm getting to an age where it's like, okay, I gotta start taking responsibility for myself. And then it's like, oh shit, like the adults aren't really adults. They do not think things are not, pretty much we've got some problems. I don't know about y'all, but I'm just like I have a problem with like people being in charge and like, having a whole bunch of power who are like, degenerates. And when I say degenerates, I don't mean like the good kind. Well, I guess there's no good degenerate, but not the like sympathetic type of degenerate, not the Renzo type degenerate. I'm talking about like the bad kinds of degenerates. We don't have to go into it anymore. They're barbarians. The people in charge are barbarians. What are we doing? And welcome, Rebecca. Welcome, welcome. Nothing is new anymore. I know, right? I feel you. But you know what? It was like really, really, really like overwhelming. Like having all this information download moments. Like back in like 2017, 2018. So is everyone else. What kind of asshole you want to be? I don't want to be an asshole. But don't get me wrong, I can be an asshole. I have been an asshole. I'm a human being. But I don't like to hurt people's feelings. I try not to. But sometimes I do. Sometimes I get angry. Sometimes I'm a fucking bitch. There's not much we can do because the power structure got fucked during World War One, World War Two. No, now corporations and politicians hold all power. Well, they don't have all the power because if they had all the power, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just being devil's advocate. So what? So what? We just accept it and there's nothing we can do and we just sit here and just like, oh, okay. There's nothing anybody can do. There's nothing that can be done. There's like no solutions. If this was a word problem on a math test, the answer is we might as well be trying to divide by zero. Really, is this really a problem where like the only solution is dividing by zero or infinity, which technically isn't valid? There's not a single solution, not a single one. I have a hard time believing that. Now, what is that? I don't know. I'm not trying to like. I don't got any answers. I don't know anything about politics. I don't even know really the difference between the Senate and the House of Representatives. Wait, Senate, two per state. House of Representatives. See, I can't even fucking remember. Um, our British monarchy kinship. Well, we separated from Britain. By we, I mean the colonists separated from Britain. 1776. Or at least that's when it started. It's been done. It can be done again. Renzo is not calling for a revolution, by the way. Nope, not making that my thing. No calls for action. Nope, not trying to do that. I'm just saying. Just because they got power and money and a fancy name and a whole bunch of inbred recessive genes. I shouldn't be rude. I digress. Anyway, what was my main point? My main point is I don't have a point. I don't even know enough about it all. I don't even know. I don't know. I honestly, I'm sitting here. I'm talking out of my ass at this point. I don't know. You're the same amount of asshole, so you get it, Rebecca. You get it. And I'm not very good at being an asshole. And sometimes, like, and when I do become an asshole, it's like, I don't know, like, you know, in Game of Thrones when they're like, you've woken the dragon, it's like all of a sudden, like, ugh, and then I end up, you know, I let my anger take control. And then next thing I know, Mace Windu is dead, and the Emperor's sitting there laughing, and I'm going, what have I done? So, story of my life. It's all watched to the same power structure. Yeah, but now everybody knows about it. All you need to know about politics is corporations pay both sides of the political divide, so they always win. Yeah, I already knew that much, but like, well, there's gotta. It's still not. It's not a dividing by zero problem yet, is it? You're right, Vampire Frog. This isn't Mario. I almost said Mario Fart. Mario Kart. Very good. Um, there are no sides. Oh wait, blah. When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or die. There is no middle ground. Hello, hello. Well, hello. Welcome, everybody. Very good. Should we turn on Mario Kart? Let's turn on some Mario Kart. Divide by zero. Blasphemy. Is a heathen. Hold on. If I turn on Mario Kart. Oh, I was thinking for streaming today. What do y'all think about this? And I apologize if people have already listened to it, but I haven't listened to the Lex Fridman Kanye West interview yet, and I haven't listened to any of the ramblings that I've heard of Kanye West. Apparently he's been stirring up some trouble lately, but no, I want to hear what he has to say. I'm curious. I mean, everybody dismisses him, oh, controlled op, and like, I'm not saying that he's not, but I don't know, especially if I feel like somebody, like everybody, I want to hear what he has to say. And it's Lex. Yeah, well, exactly. But let's listen to him just because, allegedly, a shill. I want to hear what he has to say. And it doesn't mean that we're, taking it at face value. We know better than that here on the Scriber Experience. He's just like Trump and Elon. Well, I'm curious to hear what they have to say too. Even Biden. Well, I don't know. Biden really doesn't have to say much. But still, you want to pay attention when important people are talking or celebrities. Because even if it's controlled opposition, let's assume it is all completely controlled, which it very well might be. I don't know. Um, it's quiet, unbearable. I really? All right, y'all, we gotta watch it. Important people. Well, this is the society that we live in. Tactical. So, and until we fix that, yeah, I guess these are going to be our important people. And I realize the people who are really making the decisions, we probably don't know their names. Or at least if I was the person really making the decision, I wouldn't want anybody knowing my name. Yeah, no, well, I am by no means, a Trumpeteer or, a Elon Musk fanboy. But when they talk, you know, I don't cover my ears and scream. We live in a society, exactly. All right, hold on. Let's turn that on. Do do. Um. Remember when Kanye and Kim went to the White House? I wonder what that was about.
The following is a conversation with you.
Here. Oh, I'm going to really quickly turn off the YouTube stream. That way I don't get any